women's games underway, and now the HSBC Sevens World Series gets underway for 2014-2015, and it is England playing Argentina.
English will feature.
Looking forward to seeing those Flyers light it up here. As mentioned by Greg Clark previously, Game 1 of the HSB Sevens World Series about to... Anywhere around the world, we're about to ignite another instalment of the HSB Sevens World Series, and Nick Bryan, our referee, says, let the good times roll on the Gold Coast. Scoop it up and get an early touch. Nice footwork at the line there from Norton.
He loves taking that outside left option, Dan Norton.
So a little scrappy to kick things off as Bibby looks to take his side out of the danger zone. Standing in the tackle was Gray. Towed through. Now a clever little dinky behind from Watson, but it's scooped up by Echard, and he's tackled by Watson. Just filling each other out through the early stages here, England and Argentina. Knocked on, so here come England.
Punish over, backwards.
It's backwards out of the hand, says Nick Bryan.
Bit of early season first game rustiness. Here go the Argies.
Oh, and it's good work getting the arms free and through the line, and we have got our first try of this newest HSBC World Series of Sevens. It's Rodrigo Echard.
Well, it was Muller with the one-armed offload after the mistake came from England. That's nice. Gave them the opportunity, gets through the tackle, Muller, and then to Echard, clear under the line. Well, the English have barely been out of their 22 since the start of this game, and that's first blood.
So Rojas looking to have the two, no problems. And it is 7-0 to Argentina over England early on.
Echard. What I love is when the coach gives them the message, he goes back to the sideline just before kick-off. They change it slightly.
What would he know?
Yes, right, we're the ones doing this. Oh, okay. Lovely kick-off.
Rojas, deft touch, and it's play on. Tap back by Argentina. Here he is again. Javier Rojas.
Oh, overly ambitious there by Rojas.
Norton rips a pass across to Davis, who looked to get it back to Bibby. No one to work with, so he'll just take a settler. Here's Norton. Of course, they come to Watson, and again, the Argentinian defence is terrific, pinning England down and now forcing the penalty.
Well, that's what they talked about at half-time. The Argentinians keep moving up, keep staying in their face. That's when they were at their best in the first half. And again, they're replicating it, get a penalty. 3 penalties against England. That's big. That's 8 minutes of rugby. He's taking the kick for touch. Tactical. That's a surprise because it's such a wonderful place to attack from the centre field. Echard, the debut playmaker.
Okay. 7 apiece. England and Argentina. Minute 30 gone in the second half here at Seabus Super Stadium as the little flick out the back. It's a beauty. Tucalet will grab 5, and Argentina hit the lead once more.
Oh, brilliant execution. We wonder if they did the right thing going to the line out. They certainly did. That was Shaw at the breakdown. The man on the inside sucked the defender in. That's the ball out the one-handed out the back, and Tucalet, the younger brother of the Argentinian Test fullback, who's still celebrating last week's victory over the Wallabies.
Let's go.
Super try. The deception on the inside and then that little flick pass with the right hand. That secured them a decent lead. Plenty of time left though.
So Argentina opting to try and play a bit of field position through the boot. Watson. Now Bibby on the switch, goes to Rodwell.
Experienced tower of strength, Rodwell. Ooh, trouble there.
What's your leg, Five? What's your leg?
They're causing some real headaches with this up and at 'em defence, Argentina. Nice ball out the back, and here comes Argentina. A lovely little grubber through. Terrific touchdown, and Argentina are going great guns.
Oh, Cordero was the beneficiary. You thought the inside ball would have been the go. Have a look here. Have a look what's on the inside. Plenty of room and an attacker, but he's dropped it onto his foot on the outside. That's a little bit of brilliance. Cordero. Have a look again from the tap. They've scored 2 tries now from the penalty tap. Inside ball was the one, but have a look at the poise. His head stayed still over the top. That's a great pickup by Cordero. Combo on the right-hand edge has got them further out ahead.
And it is a superb hit and perhaps roll England.
You take it now.
Tapped, blasted into touch through the boot of Bonilla. And we have our first upset of the tournament. Game 1 will go the way of Argentina. They are winners, 21 points to 19 over England.
Santiago, congratulations. You just told me you can't believe it. Why?
I don't know. It's very hard to say. The last 3 months was terrible for us. We worked very hard to do this, and I can't believe it. In 14 minutes, you put the last 3 months into the field. So I'm very happy. Sorry.
England came back, but did you believe that you could get that last try, that vital try?
Yeah, the idea was that put a lot of pressure into the center of the team of England, and we did it. So I'm very happy for that.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
It's day 1 of 2, obviously, and game 4-17 of 24 has Argentina up against the United States. Argentina with 2 good victories, and they also lead in the series. They played on 24 occasions, and they last met in February of this year. And there are the 2 teams. Final match for these 2 teams. Argentina had 2 good victories, and keep an eye on Santiago Cordero. He's the top try scorer here with 3. Francesco Morello is the most experienced player in his 43rd event with 292 points. And Team America, they've got their superstars. One in particular is Zach Test. He scored 4 tries in the 2 matches. All the talk around Isles, Cullen Isles, but the man that I really like wears jersey number 11, Perry Baker from the Tiger Academy in Ohio. He has express pace. Joined in commentary by former Australian international Greg Martin. And Greg, I like the look of this. Perry Baker.
Oh yeah, he's got real pace plus rugby instinct, which Carlin Isles at times doesn't have. It's such an important fixture, especially for the United States. If they want to get through to the quarterfinals of the Cup, they have to win this game. Argentina in a much safer posse.
Many of you have been looking at the list and saying, why have the United States only got 11 players? And it's because one of their players, Danny Barrett, was found guilty of foul play in their first game. He's been suspended for 2 matches, which means he will be back in action on day 2. And Argentina qualify for the Cup with a win or a draw. For America, it's an interesting concept because they are tied with England on 4 points. So USA will qualify for the Cup only if they win by 5 or more. So that's the equation for Team America. Argentina, draw, and you're through. And Greg, someone's been in your wardrobe.
There's all sorts of outfits here today.
It's awful. That is awful.
Oh my goodness. How can you do that all day? I thought just growing up in a banana suit was enough, but that's taken the
I've had a
cake.
bad day, but that just takes the cake, doesn't it?
I was worried that was real.
Argentina in the dark strip, the all-dark strip. Team USA under their new coach. Good throw from Echart. He's on debut. There's the man playing in the hook and roll, Tukalet. Lovely little late cut there. Coming back on the angle is Moyano. Copybook tackle coming in from Hughes, and now the pressure comes from Edwards. Test is there. Two of the more experienced players from America, and now the counter ruck was good until Test went to ground.
Got to stay on your feet. They're really strict on that.
Quick tap from the Pumas. Two good victories earlier on. Tukalet, he's getting involved early in this game as Sequendo Tukalet. The pick and go from Echart.
A lot of young players in this side. He's one of them, one of the best.
Rokas gets it wide. Now it's 2-on-1, running and trying to get on the outside. Reaching and scoring was Moyano. And the captain opens the account for the Argentinians.
Oh, he's rolled the dice, but he's won the battle in the end. Went on the outside. Normally you see players turn the ball inside to an easy try, the player dropping under them. Moyano said, I'll throw the dummy switch and take off. Would have had the try easy on the inside. He's made it difficult, but still it's worth 5 points.
24-year-old from the Linz Rugby Football Club in Tucumán. Fullback or wing in 15s. He's played at the Junior World Championships in 2010 for Argentina. America lead with the converted try. Argentina, 2 good victories today against England by 21 points to 19, then 14-12 against Canada. So we showed you the equation earlier in the match as Finkel goes into contact. Halfway mark is there, and Argentina through 3 phases get over that. Tukalet, he's been good as Tukalet. Now he tries to release the pass. It's been knocked forward by the try scorer for America Baker, and so advantage is now over. Going straight through the middle is Rokas. Edwards is there and he claims it. The counter ruck now from the Pumas. Ball is there. Duatolo gets it to Test. He looked out to the outside and looked for Baker, but Baker wasn't there. Bender was, and now Bender's thrown it over the head. Baker carries it into touch.
Whoa, that could have been anything, and mainly trouble for the USA, and that's where it worked out. I'm impressed by Baker. Can also tackle.
Okay, lines the middle, guys, off.
Throws himself in. One of the criticisms of Carlin Isles. Sure, he's quick. It doesn't have the rugby instinct. This bloke does.
Well, there's all sorts of stats about Carlin Isles being quicker than Usain Bolt over the first 10 or 20 metres and been able to leap higher than Kobe Bryant. But as we know, you've got to catch the ball in rugby, and that's been a problem for the young American as the Pumas now go hot on attack. Rokas, the lovely little pop pass to show, go and try from Echart.
Lovely stuff. The pressure was on. Had to make the right decision. They failed to as Echart went at the defence through a small dummy. They fell for it and kept going. Let's have a look. So takes 2 defenders there, which upsets the defensive line, which helps Echart when he goes. Have a look, just the smallest of dummies. Made Bender head wide. Have a look, tiny little dummy. That's all it'll take. Just if you show your eyes to be going on the outside, the defender will fall for that.
Great response from Argentina. That'll please their coach, Santiago Gomez Corda. What a player he was. 230 tries in his outstanding career. Look at that, the all-time trialist, 230. Ben Golling's on 220.
Meters of sideline to play with.
Neua from the East Polo Club in America. That's lovely. Edwards stays high. Now the pass wasn't that good, but now they've got it to Test. Test needed to get it wide. He's dropped the ball, released the ball rather. Picked it up and gone again. Zach Test, 4 tries here on the Gold Coast. A hat-trick in the win against Canada. Here comes Baker. Now it's a foot race. Baker, one to beat, steps on the inside. Good defensive work there from Echart.
Heroic defensive work. How do you cope with that? Well done, Echart. Got him as he was trying to scramble on the inside. Baker, how quick is he? Have a look at this. Echart gave him enough room, knew he could cope, and just the flick of the left knee has stopped the trouble. And there's the knock forward.
One speedster is replaced by another. Big fresh legs from the American coach. There is Carlin Isles.
He has not had a clear run yet today.
Echart claims it. Now they get it into Tukalet. Tukalet running wide. He's going to try and get on the outside of Isles. pushes him away. Isles holding on to the leg, so good defensive work. The little grubber kick forward means that America have the ball, and they've got to go 76 metres. Plenty of time on the clock, though. No problem there. There's Bender, and he's lost it cold into the hands of Muller.
Disappointing end to a promising attack. Argentinians, more natural ball players.
And there's Rocas, the fend, and then the acceleration. Javier Rocas with a third try for Argentina.
I tell you what, the USA claimed at halftime that they own the outside. That's where they wanted to go. If that is the case, the Argentinians own the centre of the field. Have a look at this. That's rugby know-how. Couple of showings of the ball, then robust amongst the tackle and a stroll over for the last 30 metres. Rock solid play. Very happy. Well, not him, like Friday. He's exasperated.
Third event conversion is good. Third event for the try scorer, Javier Rocas. Third try, and unfortunate on that occasion. So Argentina in possession now. The lovely little pop pass, and Echard has it. Echard on the outside. Now it's a foot race. Isles comes across, and so he pulls up, gets it back to Rocas. Playing with a lot of confidence are the Argentinians. One pass. Here comes the fourth try. Cordero with his fourth of the tournament, and Argentina will qualify top in Pool D.
That shows poise. They knew they were under pressure. They were the ones that didn't cough up. They were safe from the kickoff, held on. There was some good stuff there. Echard realised Isles had him covered. Well, he's got everyone in the tournament covered. But Cordero finally latches onto the last pass, as he's done. Fourth occasion today where he's been a great support player and run it in. Good win by Argentina. They're looking good.
Yeah, what a quality performance on day one by this young Pumas side. Some confidence, quality play, and 3 from 3 sees them qualify top of the pool. Confirmation, Argentina beating the United States by 26.
Day one at the Gold Coast Sevens, part of the HSBC Sevens World Series, and it's another Pool D encounter coming up between Canada and Argentina, and the Argentinians leading overall over the years in the World Series, 18 wins to 11. There's been the one draw, and for the Canadians, Moonlight, the very experienced John Moonlight, is fully on, causing the first of the upsets today, really, when they knocked over England 21-19. But they still haven't fired a shot really in this second match on day one. Now let's see what they can do from inside their own territory. Prefer to take the tap, and over the top it goes, and is that a waste? Yes. Oh no, stayed in the field to play. In the end it was pretty good work by Moyano. And here is Cordero. Has he got the pace to get away from Kieran Hearn? Yes, he has. Cordero, 20 years of age. He's actually had 5 test caps for the Pumas, making his debut against England in 2013. So keep an eye on this man. Played in the IRB Junior World Cup in 15s as well. So he's a real talent. But that was good work, wasn't it, by Moyano?
Oh, that was brilliant work on the touchline. He was strong enough to release the pass. Look at the balance of Cordero to evade that last defender, and then the pace to get on the outside of the Canadian defence. I can tell you that takes a lot of fitness to be able to do that at the back end of a half.
Seven minutes to play in this crunch Pool D game. Argentina winning earlier on. Canada suffered a 2-point loss to the United States, so they are desperate to get into the winner's circle here and keep their hopes alive of making it through to the top 8 in this competition. That's the Cup top 8 tomorrow. They put it wide, and nothing much happening for Moonlight, so he has to run into contact, and he does very well, picking up some extra meters, getting his side onto the front foot. That's the 22. Hammond goes to ground, and then he loses it forward, and it's a penalty.
Good defence there again from Argentina, having to scramble.
Moyano offloading, and Luna back on the inside, and it went backwards. Fortunately for Argentina. Hearn making a good tackle there. Double pump there. And he's got some numbers. And he's got the impressive Cordero giving chase as Harry Jones. And Cordero will take the 5-pointer. And that is a double for him. Run it around, giving his kicker a better option. From right in front, Santiago Cordero.
Good ball play here from Argentina. You see there, Domingo, the third one, just straightens up on the last defender. And then Cordero again, just toying with the defense. Doesn't put the ball down, brings it on the post for his kicker to convert and to go in front of it is successful.
Cordero's job is done, 2 tries, so he leaves the field. Wherever you're watching around the world, it's great to have your company. Greg Clark with you. Alongside me is Carl Tanana. And one voice that is missing from the series opener in 2014 is Nigel Starmer-Smith. Nigel, a regular in the commentary booth over many, many years on the World Series circuit. And he's decided to hang up the microphone. So he's sitting, watching patiently in the south of France. Nice to have your company, Nigel. Thanks for all your efforts over the years. We're all missing you.
Yeah, not only legends on the field, but off it as well in the commentary booth. I'm sure he's having a red wine for us, Greg.
Good on him. So Canada, desperate times for them now. Knocked on. It's not going their way. And Argentina holding on to a 2-point lead. Oh, accidental offside there, so we'll come back. He was playing a fairly long advantage for sevens.
Well, I think the thing for mine is Canada were playing to protect their lead, Greg, and it's come back to bite them. Argentina haven't had many opportunities. They've had 2. They've scored 2 tries.
Good for the new man trainer.
It's a tackle! Get out, tackle, please roll.
Still plenty of time for the Canadians, but at the wrong end of the paddock at the moment.
It's a good decision, though, to kick for the line out, deeper in your own half. And as you said, Greg, a long time to go, so just release the pressure somewhat.
Jones finds touch. Moonlight wins it at the front. Duke popping one over to his winger, and cutting back in was Douglas, and well, another mistake, so costly for the Canadians.
They actually look like they got on the outside of the Argentinian defence there, and both teams have been very sloppy with ball in hand, given too much pull away. Hence the stop-start nature of this game. Canada in their first 7 minutes dominated possession. Look at the passes completed. That's why they're twice as much ahead as the Argentinians.
Time on.
Very young, some of these Argentinians, but already many of them have test caps in 15s playing for the Pumas. Admittedly, most of the caps have been in the South American Test series against the likes of Chile and Uruguay and Brazil. But still, wonderful experience for them. And Argentina lead 14 points to 12, looking to try and shut it down now into Canada territory. Oh, if that was a quick release, there was an opportunity on the right, but it was slow coming out of there. And they get the penalty. 45 seconds remaining. They won't be in any hurry.
They've gone back to their traditional style of play, the Argentinians, and that's just going straight up the field, being physical, taking it to ruck, dominating possession. And now, are they good enough to close this game out?
Well, there won't be any hurry to throw the ball into the line out quickly, but the referees have been told to keep an eye on the clock if teams are deliberately winding down the final seconds. Rojas finds his man. Looking for the killer punch, Argentina, and Finco couldn't control it, so Final throw of the dice here for the Canadians, but they mess it up. And that is full time. It's full time, and so that's a good win by Argentina in the end. Problems for Canada. They're still to record a victory on day one, but it's 2 from 2 for Argentina. Not always pretty, but it's day one, and so they'll be pretty happy.
Okay, from New Zealand back across to Australia. It is the host looking to continue along the afternoon against Argentina. I'm Sean Maloney, joining commentary by Greg Martin. Who are we keeping an eye on? They'll be filthy with the way that one wrapped up.
Aussies are going to have to work hard here. The Argentinian defence has been rock solid.
Their attack not too bad either, as Stannard gets us underway. The locals in action, taken beautifully from the kickoff. This is awesome work from Myers. Right onto attack, and it'll come away for Argentina. The flick pass back inside was a beauty. They go without it now, and it's going to be play on again as Cusack, the rangy Aussie rep, brings it in. They snap it back to the right and move it down that same touchline. Getting his nose through the line was Foley.
Better stem to tail, please. Number 5, ceiling.
Wow, game knocking over Canada late through Elliot Green. Now it's the men's turn to get it done in the sunshine on the Gold Coast. Here come Argentina. Busting through the line was Moyano. Good footwork here, great footwork from Bonilla. Bonilla, buenísimo, Argentina. They have the first try in their matchup with Australia.
Whoa, what a run by Bonilla. Beaten 2 tacklers, his speed off the mark was the key. He's been coming off the bench. Yeah, all of yesterday's games, receives the pass. Have a look, that little nip off his right foot beat Cusack, and then he's also taken advantage of Lewis Holland on the outside. Brilliant run, one-man try, that's all you can say. 1-2 under the post.
The conversion, the chip shot from in front, all good for Argentina, and they lead 7 points to 0 early on. In this played semi-final matchup, the winner going through to play New Zealand.
Is that a reward for winning a game?
And they're out to do some damage after sensationally going down against England earlier in the day to push to this side of the draw, out of contention to defend their title here on the Gold Coast. Cusack, hard to bring down when he gets his legs pumping.
Myers didn't get much game time yesterday.
Jenkins cleans out well for Australia. Good D. A feature of Argentina's work across the first 2 days. Foley pushing off one. Will they
Get up to your feet before you play it again.
in recent times? Who's coming out on top? Who's going to continue on into the afternoon? We're going to find out in the coming 7 minutes. Leg 1 of the HSBC Sevens World Series here in glorious sunshine on the Gold Coast of Australia. Dubai next, 9 tournaments in total.
Crouch. Bind. Sit.
Fed there by Echardt. And then the turn back inside to Alvarez, who was tackled strongly by Myers. Stannard holds off, and the grubber comes through, looking for number 3 on the outside, who smacked.
He's got the pace, give him the ball in hand.
Okay, get it to the kicker.
The quick restart from Myers. It's a long way down for the big man.
Rolled the dice, lost their money.
The right kick. And you did it across the line. Number 9.
Few replacements. 5th game of the weekend.
Here we go.
A few of them getting a bit weary.
Okay, Crouch. Right. Sit.
In she goes, the flick pass out the back of the hand there from Rojas. Looked to come off the knee. In fact, it was knocked on at the breakdown by the dummy. Not too bad at all.
Cordero.
The footwork just as good. Cordero setting up runners on the outside. The switch was available. He opted to go without, and now the pass goes to ground.
Oh, he thought he could sneak that one in. Everyone saw the knock on. What a chase by Ed Jenkins, but Cordero was at the centre of that. His bust, and then the pass. Oh, he thought he had him. I think he's another one got defied. There's the knock forward. Thought I'll put it down anyway. The ref see that? Oh, he did. Muller, very close.
To Goulet. Perhaps if he had his time over, he may have given it a touch earlier. But a great covering tackle from Jenkins, who had the last try. That won't please coach Santiago Gomez Cora.
No, it's knock first.
He was particularly animated when they got popped by Samoa earlier today.
Oh, yeah.
He was fiery.
Okay, guys, just shifted.
Yeah, thought they were hard done by in that last second. Had a yarn to the referee. Had 5 people on the field, 2 in the bin, then 1 in the bin. Yeah, not a happy man. Ed Jenkins, last couple of minutes, scored a long-range try, then he saved one. Good captain's knock.
Sit.
They're aiming up the Aussies for the home fans. Stannard goes back, and it's the clearing kick that comes off the boot of Clark that won't give them too much breathing space.
Just gives them a 20-second rest is about it.
And he's rapidly climbing the
No, not now, not
all-time points ladder for Australia. Young Cameron Clark, this is a very clever bit of play from Argentina. Muller goes in, and they're very much alive in this game against Australia.
Well, that's catch and crawl. Catch, hit the ground, crawl along, and score. Well done, Muller. They're in a hurry to take the conversion. Look at that, nice stuff. Brilliant. They'd identify a split in the
And the conversion is a screamer. Goes right on through off Schultz's boot. This is the old sneaky from Muller.
The Australian line out, they were focused on defence. Not of the catcher of the line out ball. Well played, Argentina. Plenty of time if they've got the goods.
Got ourselves a grandstand finish here. It'll come back for Argentina. Trouble for the home team as Argentina go down the right flank. Big D again from Jenkins. He's out on his feet. Big moments coming here. It'll go wide. The tackle can't be made. Muller has put his side in front with seconds to go. They've gone bang, bang, Argentina.
Well, same man again, Muller. First one from a line-out, second one a winger's try. Incredible stuff. They've saved the game and bundled the Aussies out. Look at that. They had a spare man on the outside as well. Muller also had Finko ready to roll on his outside. Goes round. That's the end.
Rubbing salt, the conversion goes through. He is the hero for Argentina. 2 tries inside a minute 15 to knock out Australia. Argentina 21, Australia 17.
What a tournament they've had. They've beaten England, they've beaten Canada, they've beaten the USA, only just pipped by Samoa, and now the host country, Australia.
Oh, well,